Please note that after nearly a year, I've decided to stop accepting friend requests and adding people to my waiting list, as it's far too time consuming to manage these days. If you're currently on my waiting list, you will be added, so please be patient. In future, I will be giving away friend slots on my Discord channel instead. Thanks for understanding. What's up friends, Chook here, and welcome back to Bit Heroes. We did it. Holy crap, we did it. Look, there he is. Red son of a bitch. We got him. I actually got him at work, so I think it was on Friday. I was having a really bad morning at work. Like, everything was breaking down and things were going wrong, and it was a hot mess of a day. And so I had a little bit of time off in between things, and so I chucked on a raid and I got him. So that's amazing. Let's fuse that bad boy. So here he is, somewhere, eventually. And did I go past him? I may have gone past him. There he is. Alright, so we have one Olxa, one Oxlaroth, making Olxaroth. Fuse. We've done it. Look at him. He's so happy about it. I told him that I would feed him to Oxlaroth and that like he's gonna like just die and everything. And oh yeah, the flooding income of friends requests as well, which is always nice. And I did it. TY. It's probably gonna go on for a while. TY. Let's just put all these down there. TY. Oh shit. TY. Crap. TY. We'll get to it. We'll get to item find in a second. I did not think that this was going to happen as much as this is happening. Okay, let's just close all these down. But that's nice. Everyone's supportive. It's nice, right? Friends request. There's 9 of them. Let's just go ahead and cancel all of them. And maybe that one too. You do not have friends requests from this player. Well, crap. Alright, item find day. Let's do it. Sorry about that. We do have 50% item find here. We do have 100% on Gauntlet and World Boss. Not doing World Boss at all, so that doesn't worry us. Gauntlet, I mean, we don't need the gear, so it's just a bonus. Like, whatever. The raid for the schematic is what we're here for. But we may as well do Gauntlet while we're here, right? May as well. I've done my PvP. So let's do Gauntlet. I've just been doing 425 just for, like, easy sake. But now that we have the old Oxel deck, let's go 500 and see if we can do it relatively easy. Probably not, but we can see. Alright, here he is. The pink maggot himself. He's holding a whale. I mean, that must mean he's huge. He's not that huge. He's the size of a whale, right? And he's got like a giant cape and he flies. Unless it's like a tiny baby whale, but we don't know. But let's put him in. And let's see how this goes. I'm wearing all my gear. Yes, I am. Let's do it. So yeah, I've just been doing 425 gauntlet trials, whatever, the past few weeks, because I'm not too fussed about the gear. Like I said, I pretty much. Oh, good luck on any items you might get today. Thanks, you too. Yeah, I'm not too fussed on getting the gear because we're going up to the next tier next week. Next Sunday will be new content, which is pretty exciting actually. But yeah, I haven't really been trying to do them high, just doing them on auto and stuff. But if I can do it on 500 auto for the next week or so, I may as well, just in case I get a mythic or a set piece or something, and then we can use it for cosmetics, right? We're not actually going to use it and upgrade and stuff because I have no real upgrade materials left. No, what are they called? Beanstalks. And also I've got my set and everything all done. Unless it was a mythic like ring or neck, I'm not too sure what drops out of Trials Gauntlet as far as sets and mythics and stuff go, because I've never been able to get them, so I've never really bothered to look into it. But anyway, it's mainly, we'll just try to see if we can do 500 just for, you know, shits and giggles. And then if we get a set or mythic, you know, we can use it for cosmetics, and that should be pretty cool. Okay, we are getting absolutely destroyed against the boss. Let's give you a full heal. Let's randomize and hopefully it hits someone good. Let's do this so it heals everybody up. Let's give you a full heal. Doesn't look like I can still do 500 on auto. I can do 500, I've cleared it before. But you know, you have to do manual, and you have to hope for like the right boss and stuff. This boss is kind of nasty. If you get like the robot boss or the healing boss and all that, you could probably auto it. But it depends what boss you get. Maybe we'll do 500. Oh, okay, I think we're dead. I think we're donezo. We don't even have a revive or anything ready, so we can't really use, like, swap him around to tank him and stuff. I don't think we're doing this. There's no point healing, because, yeah, okay, you know what, auto. Well, that sucked. Let's give it one more go, I guess. Hopefully we get a better boss. Again, if I was autoing this, even with a hard boss, I could probably do it. Because I would get up to, like, pardon me, I would get up to, like, maybe 7 or 8 of this, and then just start auto-attacking as much as I could to build up SP, and then I could use my, my mount, which is actually heal, which isn't as important when you're doing this sort of stuff, but I could do that. I could, you know, use all my SP to target different enemies and get them down before the boss, da-da-da-da-da-da. But I just wanted to see, pardon me, I just wanted to see what it was like on auto. As you can tell, I've got a bit of hay fever at the moment, so I do apologise for that. If I'm sniffling or sneezing a lot. Or clearing my throat, that too. But water helps. So I'll get this out of the way. It's already been 6 minutes, which is hilarious. And then we'll go do some raids. But I feel like this is the last capture day. I mean, sorry, this is the last item find day before the new content. It's not really that important, right? Like, fusing Oxlaroth is awesome, and that's kind of like the draw card of this video, I guess. But see, this boss is a lot easier, so we're gonna have no issues. It's just that that Kovlag, I don't know, whatever his name is, kind of boss, just kicks your ass. But yeah, this is the last Sunday item find before new content, so you know, there's nothing here we really need or anything. It's just the schematic, like always, and you know, we've been doing that raid for the last 6 months and have not got the schematic, so you know, we could be hopeful, but realistic, it's probably not going to happen. I'm headbutting nothing, so that's something as well. Alright, here we go. Melodale, heroic. I also did get Secret Yam added me, which is very nice of him, so if you're watching this, thank you. So normally I have Rev Me Up, I have Chaos, Eagle, Pros, and Rev Me Up, and I've just swapped Secret Yam in just to try it out and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Should be pretty good. He's in a Blit tank, so I've got Chaos and him as a Blit, being 1 and 2. So I'm pretty sure, like, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't stack. So Chaos is at front, right? Everybody behind him takes, I think it's 5%, maybe 10%. No, it wouldn't be 10%. It's too strong. But we'll have a look after this anyway. The Blit set, right? Everyone behind him takes less damage and da 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 da. Let's have a quick look. We just need to find someone with it. No, not Pros. Eagle Wars. Here we go. Nope, you don't have it. Well, we'll find it eventually. Come on. Where's anyone? Have I gone past them? Rev Me Up. Have you got it? Nope. Pavu, you got it? Nope. Dugganaut? Nope. Chaos. We did it. We found it. Okay, Obliteration. 2-part. Teammates behind you take 5% reduced damage. Teammates behind you deal 5% increased damage. And then they gain 15% damage. So I would assume that if we have Chaos in slot 1, which we do, everyone behind him takes 5% less damage and does 5% more damage. The person right behind him is Secret Yam, right? So he's going to be taking 5% less damage and he's going to be doing 5% increased. Everybody behind him, theoretically, should be taking 10% less damage and doing 10% more damage, right? Because they're behind Chaos, so they're getting that 5, and they're behind Secret Yam, so they're getting that 5 as well. So I'm pretty sure me, Pros, and Eagle Wars should be getting 10% less damage reduction, you know, taking 10% less damage and doing 10% more damage. I think. I'm pretty sure it would stack. It doesn't say it wouldn't or anything, so that's pretty cool. I've always only had the one Blit tank. I think Eagle ran it for a bit, or someone ran it for a bit, and then they swapped and all the rest of it, so you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And if they do stack, then that's pretty good. And in this raid particularly, I like having, you know, 3 tanks or baits or whatever, like tanky characters with redirect and tank sets and all the rest of it. 1 in the front, 1 second, and then 1 in the back, and then you have the 2 DPS. That's my setup. I'm not sure if that's the ideal setup. I'm not sure if that's what everyone else uses, but that's what I use, and it seems to work pretty good. So these guys kind of take the brunt of the front hits and stuff, and then we've got like the baity kind of tank in the back to get like redirects off on, and if, you know, they hit the backline and all that sort of stuff. And then between, you know, all the different pets and everything, and then I think Secret Yam's got a staff, so there's healing there and whatnot. It all seems to work. But I am at 21.5k or something TS, so, you know, I should be able to do raid 6 fine now. But sometimes it still kicks your ass. So we've talked about raid 6 being a dick bag, and it's kind of... There we go, I died. Well, I spoke too soon. We've spoken about raid 6 being, like, you know, really iffy with its difficulty RNG and stuff. Like, sometimes it just kicks your ass and then sometimes it's easy. I really hope they smooth that out in the next raid. I mean, it could just be the fans in here. Like, you've got Flitty with the Empower redirect thingy, and you've got like these crumb dicks that like res everybody, so you have to fight them twice, and all these type of things. And then you've got the boss that has his under 50% attack the whole team for a big chunk thing. So it could just be the fams and their like all their different like abilities all like put together that makes it hard. Or they could have just tweaked the difficulty. It could be that, because that's definitely a factor, right? It's not like that exists, doesn't exist. It definitely exists. So it could be that. It could be that. Plus, they've just tweaked up the difficulty as well. So it's very spiky though. It's very spiky. So hopefully the next raid, I'm fine with it being hard and stuff. And, you know, like, I don't expect to be able to do heroic after the first week because I'm not a whale. It'll take a while for me to get to the heroic stage. I should be able to do hard fairly soon, if not at launch. We'll see. But yeah, I don't have any problem with it being hard and having to get gear to get into there and all the rest of it, because that's what these games are about, right? If you just got handed everything to you at the start, like if the new content come out and you could just do heroic right then, it'd be like, well, what's the point? Like, I can already do it. There's no sense of achievement. There's no sense of like doing anything. I can already like do the hardest content. What's the point? So yeah, happy with it being harder. Just consistently harder, not like harder and then stupid harder. Just one or two raids where it just whoops your ass for no reason. So we'll have to see how it goes. But it's only a week away now, I think. Like, oops, wrong button. 5 days. Well, 6 days. So next Saturday, it will be out. And as I mentioned, I'll be making videos next Saturday, unless I have social commitments, which I really hope I don't. I'll be making the videos anyway, whether it's, you know, at the very minute of launch or that night or whatever, and I will then be uploading them and publishing them the next day. So on Sunday, expect to see all of the new content, or coverage from me at least, on all the new content. And the next day will be item find, and we'll go and tackle, you know, the new world bosses. Well, the same world bosses, but the new tier of world boss, unless they introduce another world boss, in which case we'll give him a go. We'll be doing the new Trials Gauntlet stuff because they said they're going to change that up. We'll see what that's all about. We'll be doing the new raid, pretty much all the new stuff, and seeing what's good, what's changed, and you know, if we can get any loot out of it. My God. So I think expecting or hoping, well, I mean, I can always hope, but expecting definitely to get this Columbusum schematic this week before reset is asking a lot, right? I mean, after 1.5 years, literally 1.5 years plus, it might be more, I don't know, but it's definitely been 1.5 years. I've been looking for Oxla. Like I said last episode, not every day. So it's not like I'm just being in raid 1 every single day, or every single week even. I'll farm him for like, you know, a month. Like I'll do raid 1 on capture days, and then maybe on like, you know, on a Wednesday and a Friday when like it's XP and PvP bonus. So I might just do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Might be capture day. or something like that, and I'll do raid 1 for like a month. I won't get him, I'll get frustrated, and then I'll just go back to, you know, doing raids, in this case raid 6 for gear and all that sort of stuff. But across the last year and a half, I've been doing that to try and get him. Haven't been able to get him, and then this week, a few days ago, I got him. So that's a huge personal achievement. Like, I know people have gotten Oxla and Bully and all that stuff. They just popped up and I'm like, yeah, nice. I'll throw gold at. Oh, I got it. You know, that's really cool type thing. And that's super lucky and stuff. And people have said, oh, I've got Oxla. Is he any good? And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Yes, he's good. But for me to persevere and stuff, and, you know, just goes to show, like I've always said, you keep doing it, keep trying, eventually you'll get what you're looking for. But I'm happy with that, and that I stuck with it and actually got him. So that's really good. I'm happy. But to get that this week, and then also like, oh yeah, I'll just get Columbus and schematic. Yeah, I think that's, you know, a bit much. If it happened, that would be hilarious, but I don't see it happening. And then I don't really see me ever getting it ever, unless you get it like those legendary schematic consumables. Like, I think the PvP event that just finished was a schematic, like a schematic you don't have of each tier. So if you finished in the top 3, I think it is, you got a legendary schematic that you don't already have. If you finished like from 4 till 500 or something, I think you got an epic that you don't have, and then, you know, then rare, and then common, and all the rest of it. So unless I get one of them, a legendary one, which I never will because I never place high enough, and then I magically got it through that, I don't know. I don't see myself coming back to raid 6 ever. Like, none of the fams in here are in need for anything, unless there's new schematics, right? There's new fams and new schematics and new fusions and stuff that need like a sprout or something. Then I might come back. I'm pretty sure I have one of all of these 3 guys though. So it would be if I needed multiple of them, or if I wanted to stable it or something like that, maybe I'll come back. But ultimately, everything in here I've got that I need, apart from the this guy schematic. I don't have the mythic schematic from in here either, but I don't really care about that. I just wanted his, but, you know, so I doubt I'll ever get it, but that's fine. I got Oxlaroth now, he's good enough. I did really want him though, to be fair. Okay, he's about to do the 50% chunk. He's a little bit hurt. Let's give him a little top up, and then we should be fine. See, even with 21.5k, I mean, last raid I died. That raid, like, Chaos got pretty low. He didn't die, and we gave him a potion and everything, and it's all is well. But he got pretty low. And considering, you know, the people on my team and how strong they are and stuff, this late in the cycle of this tier, like, you know, it's only around for another, being the top tier, I should say, for another 5 days or 6 days or whatever it is. You know, raid 5. By the end of raid 5, everyone was just autoing heroic and not even worrying about it. They're just like, well, I've got all the gear I need. Everyone's got all the sets and mythics, and everyone's decked out. Auto, set and forget, come back. Oh, look, I'm finished. This, you could, like, even with all this stuff, it's still potentially, you know, probably not a wipe these days. But the fact that people can die is funny. You know, you want it to be a challenge, but by the end of the content, it's like anything, right? It's like any game ever. As far as like progression goes, you know, if you go into a hard area at the start of the game, you get your ass kicked, but eventually you get the gear and you get your skills and whatever it is, and levels and all that, you know, gubbins, and then you go to that place that kicked your ass before and you finish it, and it's, you know, it's satisfying and whatnot. Like World of Warcraft raids type thing, for instance, you know, you do a raid on normal difficulty, then heroic, then mythic, then whatever is up these days. I haven't played WoW in a while. You know, and you won't be able to do it on mythic originally, or heroic originally, or whatever it is, because you're not strong enough. And then eventually you get all the gear you need to, and then you do it, and da da da. And by the end of it, you've got all your gear and all your sets and whatever it is, and you're maxed out, and you can do it pretty much, I wouldn't say easily, but you could do it consistently without really having too much of a problem. Especially if you're running with the same crew, and not doing like a pickup group type thing. Like if you're running with your guild and everyone's, you know, decked out, and you've got healers that you can depend on, or if you're a healer, you've got tanks you can depend on, any of that stuff. It's just a well-oiled machine. But this, still, no. Anyway, I'm dwelling on the fact that this raid sucks. But it is soon not to be an issue. Alright, I think we'll do one more, because my throat is dying on me, which is not great. But we talked about it before, this week is kind of a week, because it's like, you know, just before the new content comes out. But we did fuse Oxlaroth, my god, Oxlaroth, I'm going to call it. So that's really exciting, and we're happy about that, right? So there's been a few people that have kind of been sharing my journey with that, or having their own journey with that, like, oh, I need Oxla as well, or I'm really looking for bully and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, we've been talking about, like, who's going to get it first and all this sort of stuff. And Mods Flair was one that was said to me yesterday, or it might have been Friday, because I caught him Friday morning, and I think my Thursday video came out on Friday. Right, so I got the comment saying like, oh, you still haven't got Oxa, that sucks, like, let's see who gets in first, because I'm after him as well. I'm like, well, actually I caught him this morning. He's like, you son of a bitch. So yeah, it's been good have that, like not, well, the competitive side with other people, like jesting, jokingly competitive with no real, you know, repercussions or anything. That, you know, people are going for the same things and sharing your experience and stuff. I like that. I like hearing other people's stories and what they're up to and stuff. It's good. And then there's people that comment like pretty much every video on their experiences in the last week and what they've got and what they haven't got and what they've been going for, and if they've got it, and you know, updating me on their quests and stuff in Bit Heroes and what they're going for, and that's good. I like to, you know, I like to hear people's experiences and what they've been up to and stuff, and you know, when they finally get that thing that they've been looking for ages, like, it's really good. You're like happy for them and stuff. So yeah, it's good. All right, well, we'll knock this one out. We'll call it a day. When we come back next time, it'll be the last capture day before new content. We don't need Oxla anymore, so we'll probably go back to trying to stable Walkham, right? So we've got everything we need for +4 Walkham apart from 1 duo bombs. So we'll go to raid 4. And raid 4? Yeah, raid 4. And we'll try and catch one of him. If we catch one of him, we can +4 Walkham, and then we need to start on working on +5. I have enough. I've got my Velks already made, I'm pretty sure. I've got enough wardies. So all we need is another duo bombs and another Driffin. And then I think 2 Melvins, but that's easy. So yeah, once we get the duo bombs, all we need really is another duo bombs and another Driffin, and then we've got him +5. So he's pretty close, man. Two duo bombs and 1 Driffin from a +5 Walkham is pretty exciting. It's just I haven't been focusing on him for the past 6 weeks, 2 months, something like that, because I've been doing all the Oxa stuff. But I can't say like guaranteed or definite or anything, but I'm pretty sure in the last 6 weeks or whatever it is, had I been doing raid 4 and raid 2, you know, there's a good chance I would have gotten them by now. So especially if I spent gold, but I'm not gem, sorry, but I'm not doing that. If you have seen my gem counter in this video, because I haven't really shown it off or anything, you will have noticed, and I'll show you after this as well. There we go, I'm dead again. That I'm down to about 1,000 gems. So we were up at like 4,200 or something. Like we were getting high, but we always needed to keep that 1,600 for when Oxa, if Oxa came up, right? Which we did. So we spent 1,600 on that, which made us go down to roughly, I don't know, 2,800 or something like that, maybe around 3k. And then I decided that because those shard baskets were on sale for like pretty cheap, like 550 or 560 gems per shard basket. So 560 gems for 20 raids, combined with like a super scroll or something, is pretty worth it, right? So here we go, 1,135, which is not a lot. Actually, what's in the shop? Oh, well, fine. I was going to see what's in the shop at the moment. But I bought 3, I think. That makes sense, doing the math, even though I'm bad at math. I bought 3 shard baskets. My god. Which was roughly 1,600 gems, around there. So I've got 60 raid shards sitting there for new content. I've also got a super scroll that I bought ages ago, but I'm not going to use any of that until I can do heroic. So, you know, it's the whole patience thing. People go, oh, should I buy a super scroll and use it? I'm in tier 4. And I'm always like, no, because it's a waste. Because you'll get the gear and everything, and then you'll just replace it next tier. It will get you to next tier quicker, but it's a bit of a waste. So having 60 raid shards just sitting there, and let's have a look, and a super scroll just sitting there, I'm gonna want to use it like day 1 to, like, you know, smash them out and try and get legendaries and stuff from normal or maybe hard. But here we go. If I can hold out until I can do a heroic, and then one Sunday on item find day, when I've got literally nothing else to do and it's just a sit at home Sunday, I can pop 60 of these plus the 9 that I get from just normal. So 69 raids with a super scroll on heroic in the new tier. That should net me, hopefully, something. There maybe I'll wait until like there's an expedition out or something, and then spend all of my guild honor, of which I probably have a bit now. Oops, wrong button. A little bit. But by the time that comes out, that'll be more. And I could buy a crap ton of energy and just do everything in one day with that super scroll. And that's why I say, like, doing a super scroll in tier 4 or in a lower tier is kind of pointless, because you'll use it and you might get, you know, a few legendaries and upgrade a few things or whatever it be. And, you know, even if you get the legendaries in tier 4, maxing them out is going to be a pain in the ass. And I recommend using epics and stuff instead. So just using a super scroll and stuff in lower tiers just doesn't make sense to me, but people can do whatever they want. It's their account, their money, and all that sort of thing. But yeah, if I can do a heap of raids and a heap of expeditions or something, or world bosses or whatever it be, all in the one day under one super scroll, that's the way to do it, right? And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to hold on to them until we can do heroic. Maybe I'll use it on hard if I really want to, like, try and get legendaries and just like get my TS up. But ultimately you want to save and try and get those sets, right? Either way, we'll figure that out as time goes on, and we'll see what, you know, how far away we are from heroic and stuff when the new content comes out. But for now, that is Sunday. There we go, throat's going again. Hey, Sunday item find done. Apologies for the raspy voice and the clearing of the throat and the coughing and all that stuff. I'm gonna go have a honey tea or something and try and fix that up. But when we come back, we will do, on Thursday, we'll do the Walkham +5 thing I was talking about. And then next time item find comes on, it'll be new content and it will be exciting. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. If you like this video, click here to see another one just like it. If you're new to the channel and like what I'm doing, click here to subscribe and become the newest member of the Chicken Coop. If you really like what I'm doing, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description, where you can help support me and help the channel grow. You'll also find a link to the channel's Discord server where you can chat with me and other members of the Chicken Coop. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.